to do 90% of it. It's like, well, it's your show, it's your house. I'm like, okay. First job, delegation.
First job, delegation. You guys gotta do that shit.
I was like,
dinner. You're like, I've never cooked Thanksgiving
yeah,
dinner
I
in
was
my
like,
life.
I was like, I'm happy to help, and I'm more than willing to pitch in, but I was like, I really don't know what to do. It's like I could go read some articles or something.
Cooking a turkey is really hard.
Yeah, my parents are like super good chefs.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Cooking a turkey is not
I was like, all right,
easy.
I'm in charge. You guys are making the turkey. I was like, the little kids can mash the potatoes.
Dude, I tried to cook
I'll make a salad.
dinner. Dude, it's so hard. Never again.
I was like, I'm more than happy to jump in and help, of course, but it's like telling like my little nephew like to go fix the car or something. Like, you can say it, doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
What?
I was like, okay.
Like, well, I wouldn't have picked a turkey if that was the case.
I was like, I'll just order the dinner from like Vaughn. You can do that. You can order like turkey,
you can order an entire
Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I just called and
That's
ordered.
the best way to do it because there's no dishes and you just throw it away. You're like, all right, done.
I was like, yeah, I would just pay for it. Like, I was like, if you expect me to magically somehow know how to like,
dude, the dishes from Thanksgiving dinner are brutal.
I mean, I know how to wash dishes. I can do that.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like your sink will be like overflowing with shit. You're like, fuck this. Yep. The best way to do
I'm
it.
sure we'll be running the dishwasher as we go, which is just nice to have a dishwasher.
Yeah.
I think I've had a dishwasher maybe 2 years since I've been an adult in my life.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
on my first year.
It's such a difference, dude.
Yeah, it's massive. As someone who did the dishes in the house for.
Yeah, me too. By hand, I did all of them.
Okay, it looks like this is your chat.
And the washing machine, a washer and dryer in the house, such a difference, dude.
Yeah.
Alright, tell chat to talk to you.
Talk to us.
Hello.
Talk to us.
That's right. My mouse, punk. All right, chat. Let us know if you can hear us.
Are you there?
Can you turn the audio up like 10 to 15%, please?
I do need to turn up the audio.
We can do that. Big Nasty Nasto says they can hear us. Atomic Hurdle.
So,
we are alive.
Thank you.
the audio is up to where it normally is now.
All right, we just turned up the audio.
Should be able to
Jonathan Kruger, related to Freddy, I hope.
Turned up for what?
Turn up the wow. Turn up the boom.
Ooh.
Yeah, we turned up the volume. Let us know if that's sufficient. The Rhino is the new sound tech. He's still learning the craft, learning the trade. Frankie Kruger.
have more time if someone.
Ben, that poker table your wife got you looks pretty cool, dude. All right, the volume is solid now.
Yeah, Ben, now you just need some friends so you can actually play, you know?
Dude, chat, if you guys can hear me in the background, did anyone see the Warhammer Total War game that the Warhammer
Going on mobile?
Yeah, mobile. How?
That's going to be amazing.
What?
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that.
I don't
be
play mobile
sick.
games. I think they're stupid for
Also,
stupid people.
Sig Vault? Oh,
How the hell can you play Total War on mobile?
I have
Easy.
no idea, but
You control
I'm
each
here
unit.
for it.
You can like pause it, move them around. It's easy.
Mobile games are for losers. Play Farmville.
Farmville. Go pick my crops.
I gotta go
Here we
harvest
go.
my carrots. I'm like, ooh boy.
So many pictures for this.
I was like, Mariano always played Animal Crossing,
Yeah.
and I'm like almost nothing happens in that game, but people like it.
No, it's just like a hangout.
Love it, dude.
You know what game looks really cool, but I've never played? Minecraft.
You've never played Minecraft?
It's adult Legos. Get it.
Yeah, I
Pretty
tried
cool.
Minecraft for like 2 seconds, and I was like, this is so
They're
stupid.
like creating like
You're
the
like,
original
yeah.
Pokemon game on Minecraft.
Oh,
It's like, that's insane.
You're just hitting rocks with a stick. and then like turning it into like
you're
a
making
chair.
your own world. It's like The Sims.
There's a whole thing.
You people need to get a hobby like 40K.
That's right. You all need to find.
You need to find the Emperor. Phil Kelly rubbed my belly. Still one of my.
Maybe that's actually Phil Kelly.
If that's actually Phil, then that would be cool.
That'd be really funny.
I still have PTSD from the ass whooping in Street Fighter that Phil Kelly delivered onto me.
It's not hard to do, but yeah.
I'm not saying I'm the best Street Fighter player, but I know how to throw a fireball with Ryu.
That's pretty good. Probably throw a kick too. You know,
yeah.
Roundhouse kick like Jason.
I can do a dragon uppercut about 75% of the time. CW Kreiner now
that's amazing. See, that's something I can get behind.
More on my wavelength there. Yeah, a 5-year-old I could see liking Minecraft.
Yeah, that's right.
What was that stupid game you guys were playing? We have to like punch trees and then like collect the stuff. And
they were playing Ark.
That was so dumb. I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Dude, you can ride a dinosaur in that game.
Yeah, after you log like 1,000 hours of like harvesting grass.
Phil, what game can you play and just go ride a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
I was like, you're mowing the lawn with like a stick. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life.
It sounds amazing once you're like done with all that stuff.
Ark is absolutely.
It sounds really cool.
The first like 10 hours of Ark is grinding.
Yeah, like the Pascal and Hunter tried to get me to play that game, and like all I did for the entire session was like punch trees, collect pine cones. I was like, this is an utter waste of time. No. What are we doing here?
Okay. You're hanging out with your friends, Reese. Drinking alcohol is a waste of time.
We're gonna get going.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh.
Back in our day,
so needy.
Video games and fireballs.
Hey everybody, welcome to Signals from the Frontline, your every Wednesday live cast here on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, brought to you by FrontlineGaming.org, where you can get your tabletop gaming goodies all the days of the week. I'm your host, Reese. With me, as always, Frankie. Thank you for joining us this week. Not a lot going on in the gaming world right now.
Not a ton.
Yeah.
It's turkey time.
It is turkey time. I, for one, am really excited about Thanksgiving. As those of you who are friends with me on Facebook, and Frankie as well, Frankie and I just both purchased our first homes ever. So really excited about that. And I have a bunch of family that came in for Thanksgiving. I have my mom and my dad, their dog, my cousins, their 3 kids, 2, 5, 7, their 13-week-old puppy, me and my 2 cats. And I'm like, wow. This is a lot of people in my house right now, but no, it's super fun, and I'm really excited to have Thanksgiving dinner for the first time in my life in my own home.
Yeah,
I'm excited about that.
Heck yeah!
What are your plans for Turkey Day, Frankie?
I'm not sure. Probably put in a couple hours at the old Frontlines, and then maybe head over to one of my family members' houses. I was invited to a couple of them, so just pick which one we want to do. So. We'll see.
And Frankie has quite a bit of family here in Vegas. Your dad is actually from Vegas.
Yeah, he grew up here for a little while. Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting.
It'll be nice. And then the best part about that is I don't have to do any dishes at my house. Dang right.
I have a feeling that there's gonna be a lot of dish washing in my future.
Yes.
But you know what? That's fine. I don't mind. My parents and actually my cousin's wife, they're all extremely good chefs. So I think I'm in for a treat, although they're trying to tell me I'm in charge of making Thanksgiving dinner. And I was like, that's a bad idea. I was like, I cook some mean top ramen.
You're like, I'll make you a stew in the slow cooker.
I'm really good. I'm really good with the old slow cooker. I can fire up a vicious steak in the pan. I have a barbecue now though, which is like, that is the best.
Dude, having a barbecue
is awesome, and it's connected to the gas line, so you don't have to put propane in it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Man, I've already used that thing so many times. Like, I just heated up meat on the barbecue because I could.
Like, I don't want to use my microwave.
I did. I had some sausages already cooked. I'm like, I'm putting them on the barbecue anyway. I don't care. So, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And luckily, I like to get up early because the little kiddos are up at like 6.
Yeah.
But I get up really early anyway, so it's no big deal. But if not, that would be a challenge. I feel bad for my cats though. It's like 3 little kids chasing them around. They're like,
no.
Welcome to hell, kitty. So hopefully they don't have an anxiety attack. At any rate, why don't we go ahead and talk about what's going on in the last week in the Warhammer hobby? Ooh. Yes, I did. I finally got a haircut. For the first time since COVID hit, I got a haircut. I did the Peaky Blinders. I think I actually pulled it off decently.
It's close.
I'm no Tommy Shelby.
It's close.
Not even going to pretend that I'm that handsome or not even remotely close. But I think it works.
It's close.
And the nice thing about this is that it's a very, very simple haircut to keep up.
Yeah.
You just put a bowl on your head and shave around it, basically.
There you go.
All right, so let's talk about what went on in this past week in the Warhammer hobby. GW announced new Surastus Knight Atropos rules for Adeptus Titanicus. Also showed off the models. They look pretty cool. I didn't post the rules because I don't understand what they say. It'd be a waste of everyone's time. But apparently, their weapons are powerful enough that they can actually hurt the Titans.
Ooh.
Which I guess the other Knights can't, which is kind of lame.
Titans just like, get out of my way.
Yeah, I was like, what? They're like, yeah, other Knights are really only good for dropping void shields. These ones can actually hurt a Titan. I'm like, and then the sentence above it is, Knights play a vital role in Adeptus Titanicus. I'm like, but they can't even hurt the Titans?
Nope.
So what's the role that they play?
What's their role? Tell us.
Maybe they get objectives or something?
Maybe. Or destroy buildings or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played the game, so
they look cool.
I'm literally clueless. They do look really cool. I love the models.
The Knights will eventually kill the infantry and vehicles that are in the game.
There we go. I like it.
See?
I like it.
See? They're just getting ready.
Yeah, and the 8mm scale is it's so much better than the 6mm scale that the game was previously at.
Yeah, for sure.
In other news, Total War Warhammer is going mobile.
Yes.
I love Total War Warhammer. Like I think probably most of us that are both video game and games or Warhammer enthusiasts are. It's an awesome game. Pablo blew my mind the other day. I've played the first Total War Warhammer. I played it all the way through 3 times. I played it with Empire, Dwarves, and Wood Elves. And it was funny because the first time I played as Empire, I was like, how the heck do you beat this game? It just keeps going. I didn't realize that for each faction, there's a certain thing you do to win.
Yeah.
I thought I literally had to conquer the whole world.
That's all that I've tried when I played. I'm taking over everything.
I was like, and I was getting so sick of it. I was just auto-doing every battle because I was winning them. I was like, this is so annoying. And then Pablo was like, oh yeah, no, you have to complete conditions. Blew my mind again. Because in Total Warhammer 2, you can play a campaign where it's all the factions in the game.
Yeah.
It's both maps. I had no idea that was a thing. So I was like, oh yeah, I fired it up. I was like, I'm going to play the Lizard Men. They're really boring to play. They're really good, but they're really boring. You just have a ton of infantry that walk forward and just don't run, and they never run away. But I was like, oh yeah, this is so fun. And then I looked at the map and I was like, this is not going to happen.
This map is huge.
This is ridiculous. Yeah. But the Wood Elves was the most fun, but I'm sure they patched it, but man, it was ridiculously easy.
Yeah, with all their archers and everything.
Well, the treemen, I've never had a treeman die in a fight.
Yeah, your big guys usually don't die. It's all your infantry that run away. And you're like, no.
Yeah, the treeman would literally go in and fight Archeon. He would fight multiple other big guys.
Yeah.
Never die, and then you just have a wizard heal it.
Yep. Yeah, you just throw out heals every once in a while and it'll just destroy.
Yeah, it's and then the archers just obliterate everybody when you fully tech them up.
Yeah.
So I know they probably patched it. I'm not the world's greatest Total War Warhammer player by any stretch of the imagination. You played it a couple times too. You played Undead though.
Yeah, I played Undead all the way.
Yeah, they have Tomb Kings in the second one.
Ooh.
That looked actually really, really intriguing. Yeah. So at any rate, besides my ignorance of how Total War Warhammer works, I have no clue how this is going to play on mobile. right? Like a game that intricate, like how in the heck are you going to control anything with a touchscreen?
I think it'll be fine. Most of your guys just kind of walk forward anyway, so like, here you go.
You play mobile games. I think mobile games are for knuckle dragging peons, personally.
That doesn't even make sense.
For unsophisticated brutes that play games on their phone.
For all those guys that work at Google and stuff, losers.
Idiots.
Get out of here.
Idiots.
What's wrong with them?
Yeah. You know what?
All those tech people.
If you're going to play a mobile game, it should be Game Boy, like a gentleman.
It's not a mobile game.
That is a mobile game, bro.
It's a handheld system.
Okay. But it's for sophisticated gentlemen. A phone is for texting. And
do you remember the original Game Boy?
Yeah, I played the heck out of it.
And then at night you had this like adapter that you could add to it that was just like lights on the side, so then you could actually play. Oh my god! One of my
favorite games was Final Fantasy on Game Boy.
Yeah,
I absolutely loved that game.
The old Game Boy was the best.
When you could have a monster on your team and then you defeat other monsters and he would eat the meat and turn into a different monster. Sometimes you turn into a worse one. You're like, no!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was great. But yeah, so Total War Warhammer is coming to mobile. For those of you who have terrible taste and play games on mobile, rejoice.
Enjoy.
I'm kidding, of course. Go enjoy your Farmville or whatever it is. Your bubble. What's the game that was like super popular where you shoot like colored rocks?
Colored rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the one where you
Bejeweled or something like that?
Bejeweled, yeah.
Yeah, go enjoy your Bejeweled while you're doing your Farmville.
Hey, Bejeweled's harder than it looks, all right? It's a game of skill.
I play sophisticated games only. Like Snake on my Nokia 5150.
That's the best game.
In other news, Warhammer Underworlds has released a free new downloadable PDF that allows you to mix and match warbands.
Wow.
It's kind of cool. I don't know if it's going to be applicable for a competitive play. Probably not, I would imagine. That probably breaks too many rules. But for those of you who play Warhammer Underworlds casually or in chat, let us know. Maybe that you can do that. That seems like it'd be a little broken to me, but pretty cool. You can mix and match your warbands and use whatever models from your collection that you want.
That's pretty cool. I like it.
Phil Kelly rubbed my belly coming in on our live chat with a hot take. The only mobile game I'll play is Tinder, the game of life. I think it's actually the game of creating life.
Yeah.
So we got some new Blood Angels rules previews. A lot of them are for Crusade, so we're gonna just.
Most of them are for Crusade.
We're just gonna say like that's cool, and then look at the rules for competitive play.
I think you actually clicked on the one that is for competitive play.
I know what I'm doing, bro.
Smart.
This is episode 712.
Smart man.
As
the article says, Reece, temper. Be ready. So they have their special rule for Savage Echoes, Reece. Are you ready for it?
I am ready.
When you charge, are charged, or perform a heroic intervention, you get +1 attack.
That's really good.
Same exact rule as the other faction.
It's still good, Frankie.
You're not wrong.
What more did you want?
How about +5 attacks, all right? I want to be better than those Tyrannid monstrous creatures.
You know what? I think you achieved your goal.
I think the +1 attack actually makes you better than them right there.
I don't think you even needed that to be better than a Tyrannid monstrous creature.
Probably not, yeah.
Hitting on 4s with 4 attacks?
That's right.
Pretty good, dude.
Heck yeah. All right, and then they talk about the Black Rage. So if you have the Black Rage, you cannot leave combat. You have to stay in combat. You get an additional +1 attack when you charge. And then on a D6, you do not lose a wound. You get that 6-up feel no pain. And then you actually can't perform any actions as described in the Warhammer Core rulebook.
Well, when you're raging...
Yeah, you just got that rage.
When you're raging hard, you don't have time to run away or do anything besides kick ass.
That's right, and chew bubblegum.
Yeah, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Do you know that that movie is on Netflix, or it's on Netflix or Amazon Prime right now?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They Live, right? I
think so.
Yeah. It's such a stupid
movie. What are you talking about? It's amazing. It's amazing.
That movie is so dumb that it goes back to being fun.
It's great.
It's just ridiculously bad. When you have that line come out of a movie, you know it's gold. Okay, Black Rage looks pretty much the same, but Death Company with +2 attacks on the charge is insane.
Yeah, well, they can get up to +3. Boom.
What?
With the Assault Doctrine. Go crazy.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
That's pretty good, because they already have base 2.
Mm-hmm.
5 attacks on the charge.
I like it.
All right.
So, yeah, it's pretty good. Then they also talk about a stratagem. For 1 CP, if you're in the Assault Doctrine, on a 6 to wound, improve the armor penetration characteristic by 1.
That's really good.
Yeah, so you can get like a power sword up to AP 5 or your chain sword up to AP 3.
In the Assault Doctrine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super
very
strong.
Nasty.
The 6 to wound, though, does limit it a bit, but when you have as many attacks as they do, and you really need to kill something, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might not be a stratagem that you use all the time, but...
I think that stratagem is actually a once per battle. Yeah, it is. It's a once per battle, but it's super strong.
Did I miss something? Why is it once per battle? It's your whole army.
Yeah, your whole army.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's really good. Yep. That's really good. Okay, 1 CP well spent.
Assault Doctrine, get it.
Yeah. What about this Warlord trait, Artisan of War?
Your Warlord can take a special relic. You can get Antimantium Mantle, Artificer Armor, and all the other jazz in there. Basically, you just get
2?
You get an extra relic.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Can be given one of the following special war gear. This is so you can take a special issue war gear and a relic. That's nuts, dude.
Yep.
That's extremely good. So if you want to make a custom Blood Angels character that's really tooled up, kitted out, however you want to describe it, you really can. Because some of those special issue war gear are very strong, like the Artifice Armor and Adamantium Mantle are excellent. That's really strong.
Yeah, you can also give him like a mastercrafted weapon, all that. So
yeah, you can make a custom character that hits like a named character.
Yeah,
pretty easily. Yeah, that's very strong. Okay, what about this relic, Icon of the Angel?
So the bearer gets an aura, 6 inches, reroll charges.
That is exceedingly good.
It's very good.
And that replaces the banner?
I think so, yeah.
It's really, really strong. Yeah, Dark Angels have that option as well with the relic banners. I think the upgrade. No, it's an aura and it's available to the chapter champion.
Oh, really? That's pretty good.
Yeah. So super duper strong, especially when you're coming out of deep strike or whatever, and you really need to maximize your odds of making that charge. Still not a given, but it helps.
Yeah, the reroll is always nice.
And if you're on the board, you can have the chaplain give you the +2 inch charge, which is amazingly
also
good.
Very strong.
One of my favorite pieces of Blood Angel war gear. This is a blast from the past. Ye old Magna Grapple.
It used to be a lot better than it is. If you're fighting a vehicle and you have the Magna Grapple, when that vehicle tries to leave, you roll 2d6. If you roll more than their strength, they cannot leave the combat.
Well, that's kind of cool. It probably
okay.
Probably like took only a couple points to add it onto it for this, so it's or free really. Like that's not much. I remember in the old days when you would like shoot it at a vehicle and pull it to you.
It did a melta hit, and if the vehicle didn't die, you could drag it towards you. It was so good.
Get over here!
Thing was so good.
Yeah, that was fun. But anytime you have a rule that moves somebody else's models, it gets so wonky.
Yeah.
It gets so hard to do that. But you know, it's fun. And then of course, for those of you who are like, what the heck is the Magna Grapple? This goes on some of the Blood Angel specific dreadnoughts.
Furioso dreadnoughts.
And the Death Company dreadnought too, yeah. So it's just fun. It's not anything that's gonna like, you know, come into play very frequently.
No.
And if your dreadnought gets into melee with a vehicle, it's probably gonna get killed anyway. It's gonna be pretty rare that it doesn't. However, most vehicles will try to leave combat. So if you do get your hands on, I don't know, a really beefy vehicle, maybe some like a Redemptor or something like that, and it tries to leave combat, hey, maybe it won't.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad versus like Necrons and stuff like that, where you can hold a vehicle in combat so that you can't be shot. But I don't know, it's not going to come into play all that often. So
yeah, it's a rare vehicle that actually survives a dreadnought attacking it. But
yeah,
if it does and you roll pretty good, it might not be able to leave. It'd be really cool when it happens.
Yeah, it'll be amazing. You're like, yes, Magna Grapple, got it.
So that's fun, and of course, I'm sure we'll be receiving more Blood Angels information over the next few days, and that will be going up for pre-order this coming weekend, which you can maybe get from us at Frontline Gaming. We're only getting a very small number of the codexes. Games Workshop has been really struggling to meet demand, so a lot of independent stores like ourselves are getting single-digit amounts of the new releases. So
yep.
Yeah.
So make sure to jump in there quick and grab it if you can.
So yeah, I think we only have we're only getting like 7 of the codexes or something like that.
Yeah,
so
it's not a lot.
It's not very many. Hopefully, if you're a Blood Angels fan, I would recommend getting them there early on Saturday morning and trying to get your hands on one. They're going to be gone really, really quickly.
Yeah.
So it's frustrating, but hopefully Games Workshop gets caught up with production and they're able to meet the demand. I guess looking at the glass half full, Frankie, which I try to do, it means the game is extremely popular right now.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good thing.
For sure.
I just wish we had more of it to sell.
That'd be great. Then you could get more people interested in it.
Got bills to pay, got employees to pay.
Yeah.
Makes it a little hard to do when you don't have things to sell. All right, but other things that will probably be frustratingly not able to sell you, but we'll definitely talk about them.
Those cool Age of Sigmar 40K models.
Well, there's on the Sunday preview from this previous weekend, Games Workshop showed off some of the new cool stuff that's on the way. And there's a lot of really fun stuff for Age of Sigmar and 40K. The first one is the new Warzone Caradon. And that is going to be Act 1.
Ooh.
The
of
book
what?
Of several acts.
Of several acts.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But this is really cool because what this seems like it is to me is this could be maybe something similar to like a global campaign or something like they used to do in the old days where we're going to have a story-driven campaign where each book is going to give you kind of an update for multiple factions. I don't know, of course, I'm guessing, but this is what it seems like to me. Looks really cool. And in the first book, the Book of Rust.
Ooh.
And
Man.
it should be Necron's Admech.
Should be anything robotic.
Anything robotic, but instead it's Death Guard, Admech, Imperial Knights, and Drukhari.
Makes sense.
That's cool, though.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I guess Death Guard Rust would be associated with them.
Yeah.
Drukhari, though, definitely not.
No. Admech, yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm sure the Imperial Knights get rusty sometimes.
Sure.
So, and in the chat, people are saying, oh, more books. It's so funny how the 40K community will complain about no matter what. If there's not a lot of stuff coming out, complain. If there's a lot of stuff coming out, complain. Well, I don't know.
It's been a long time since there wasn't a lot coming out. Like, it was like 5th edition when there was not a lot coming out. Everybody was like, all right, we need more. So GW's like, okay, you asked for it. Here's an 11. Boom! And we'll leave it on for 10 years. You're like, oh, shoot.
I mean, I personally wouldn't mind, as a hobbyist, I wouldn't mind if things came out a little bit slower.
If it all went digital and it was all in one place, so much easier.
Yeah, well, you know.
Which, I mean, they all go digital.
I don't know, man. We've been saying that forever, but from, I think the majority of people still buy the physical books, even with the option to get digital. I think people still opt for the book.
You don't even give the option. You just force it. Here you go. You get the digital book. You can buy the GW iPad.
JTW Geek in the chat says, you know that half the hobby is bitching about the hobby. Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, that's true. The other half is equal parts blue and red lasers.
Boom.
G.I. Joe.
Knowledge is power.
So in this book, we're going to be getting rules for those 4 factions. I'm excited for it. Yes, does it mean there's a little bit of bloat? Yeah, it does. That is annoying. I totally get it. But with the new GW app, you do get a digital version when you buy the physical book. So you can keep it all on your phone or tablet or whatever.
Yep.
And it makes it easier to keep track of everything.
Which would be cool if they updated them all the time.
Yep. But I do know that there is a dedicated team of people that are working very, very hard to improve the app. I know it stumbled out the gates, but there's a team of people that are working to make it a product that you're going to be more excited about, you're going to be excited to use. I'm very excited about it personally. I'm going to remain very positive about it, even with the less than amazing debut that it had.
Yeah.
I think in time, even the people that were the most disappointed with it are going to be really happy to have it. So,
to be honest, I use it all the time anyways.
Yeah.
Every time I play. See, I like it for looking up my rules for my army and all that stuff. So.
Oh, I love. We have Daniel Felipe Gosako giving us the ja 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 in the chat. I love it. Obviously a native Spanish speaker. The ha 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 with the J. I love it.
Or you just misspelled ha ha ha. Did you misspell it?
So he has a pretty negative opinion on the app, and just to address that, right? It came out the gates poorly. No one's gonna argue against that. Right now, it's useful. There's actually a lot of people using the app, and you know, Frankie and I are really confident because we know the people that are working on it to make it better. We're really confident that it's going to turn the corner, and like a phoenix rising from the ashes, it will spread its wings and soar through the firmament
and burn down
into your phone. And then when you're using it on a daily basis, I'm going to jaw back at you, buddy.
Yeah, remember this conversation. Remember.
Yeah, I know it had a rough start. It did, but it's
100% did.
It's gonna come back. Trust me. Another Crusade release, which is super exciting. Crusade is a really popular way to play 9th edition, and this one is called Plague Purge.
Man, I think they came to me for that one. They're like, "Hey, what would you name this book?" I was like, "I got you guys."
No, if you named
Plague,
it would
Purge.
be Crusade Pack number 3.
It'd be like Green Purge 2. What happened to Green Purge 1? Don't worry about it.
So obviously this involves Nurgle. Really cool. And if they're purging the plague, isn't that the opposite of what Nurgle's trying to do?
Maybe somebody's trying to purge their plague.
And they're trying to stop it. They're
That's
like,
right.
bruh,
They're
why
like,
are you trying to purge my plague, bruh?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. I like it. So obviously going to be Nurgle Crusade pack. If you play Crusade, which a ton of people do, it's extremely popular. Get excited for this book. The previous ones that we've seen with Necrons and all kinds of other terrain and all that stuff, a lot of fun. And they really add to the narrative version of play, which is mega popular. And growing in popularity at events, too.
Yeah.
Well-run narrative events have been just exploding in popularity. So I'm excited to see more of this Crusade. Even though it's not my preferred way to play the game, I think it's super awesome and it's really good for the hobby.
Yeah, I agree. And the rules are actually really cool. You gain like experience and all this stuff, which is awesome. It's like the old Mordheim.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
No, it's super fun, man.
Yeah.
Like I've said numerous times on the podcast, I started out as a narrative gamer.
I can see that.
Yeah, hardcore, totally was.
Still are.
Yeah, I still, you
still forge narratives.
Duh.
Bowel loosening roars.
Bowel loosening roars every day, dude.
That's right, all day.
After my second cup of coffee.
Oh, I miss those rules.
In the morning, that's the way it goes.
Those were great.
Dawn the Magnificent in the chat says, the Purge warband kills everything, even the plague.
Boom.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. So that's going to be exciting for those of you who enjoy Crusade. Also, and this is going to be exciting for everybody that plays Warhammer 40,000, the Codex Drukhari has been announced. Really, really excited for this. Eldar, except for Harlequins, Eldar could use some help right now. They're not doing terribly in 9th, but they're certainly kind of at the bottom of the power curve. So, really excited to see Drukhari getting their Codex. Frankie, as a longtime Drukhari player, what are you hoping to get out of the Codex?
Well, they already showed off the 2 damage Incubi, so I'm very excited to get those. The downside is I sold my Incubi.
Oh, you can always get more.
Really sad about that.
Well, yeah, but you had the old fine cast. They're in plastic now, right?
Yeah, the new ones are way better.
Yeah.
But that 2 damage is going to be sweet.
Yeah, really, really good. So why don't we take a look at the preview, the little snippet of rules that they gave us. They showed off the new Incubi.
Yeah.
First of all, the weapon skill 2, which that is new, correct? They were 3 before?
Yeah, if you took
Drazar,
you used to get +1 weapon skill.
So now they're just hitting on 2s, which is awesome. All their other stats remain the same, except they get 3 attacks before they only had 2, if I remember correctly.
I think they had 3 before.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
So 3 attacks, regardless if it's a change or not. My memory isn't serving me. That's a big difference. And now their claves are +2 strength, AP3, 2 damage. Before it was only +1 strength, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So they got buffed quite a bit.
Yeah, they gained a lot, and they went up to damage 2. They were only damage 1 before, so this is a huge upgrade.
Yeah, that's exciting because Incubi, you always want them to be good because they're such badass models, but they've really struggled to actually do damage.
Yeah.
And unlike Howling Banshees, which are sort of their counterpart in Craftworld Eldar, Howling Banshees were super useful. Even though they didn't do a lot of damage, their other rules made them incredibly useful for, pinning people down, avoiding Overwatch, which is not as good in 9th, obviously, but they despite the fact that their damage output was poor, they were still a really, really useful unit, incredibly fast. Incubi were just like not as fast and also didn't hit that hard, so you just were kind of like,
yeah, they weren't great.
But now they look, I mean, to me, this looks like a pretty good Marine killing profile. Is this compelling enough for you to take now, Frankie?
100%. I'll be taking at least 1 unit of Incubi in all my lists. They're a great countercharge unit here, going strength 5 with the 2 damage, so I'm excited.
Yeah, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s against Marines, with them only getting a 6-up save, and then usually killing them now. That makes them pretty dang appealing.
Yep.
They're actually going to get in there and do significant amount of damage.
Yeah.
On the charge, and we're in a Marine heavy meta right now. Not even just Marines, just power armor in general.
Yep.
So I think that this could be the Incubi's time.
Oh yeah. Even against Necrons and stuff, they're going to be super good. So
yeah. That's exciting. That's really exciting. The other one that's the other codex, or codex supplement that was announced that's near and dear to my heart, as I am currently playing Deathwing. Haven't been able to paint at all in the last couple of weeks. Life has been very busy. But Codex Supplement Dark Angels was announced. I'm super excited. Obviously know some of what is in it already. And if you're a Dark Angels player, I think you should be really excited. I think they're going to be better than they have been in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited to get this in my hands and start playing with my Deathwing because I haven't been able to much. But now we're going into another lockdown, so oh boy. They did show off a stratagem interrogation. It's a 0 CP stratagem. Frankie, did you read this whole thing?
I did not.
I don't remember exactly what it does.
Tell us what it does, Reece.
Oh, brother. It does a lot of stuff.
It does a million things.
God, this is way too long.
I think it's ridiculous.
All right.
Did Mike Brandt write this rule? What is this thing? This thing is like 100 paragraphs long.
Well, why say in one sentence what you can say in several paragraphs?
Right?
You know what I'm saying? All right. In chat, it's for Crusade. Thank goodness. I don't have to read this whole thing.
We don't even have to read it. Yay.
I was looking at this and I was
like... If you play Crusade, get excited for Interrogate because it looks really cool.
Anytime for a single stratagem, I have to scroll the mouse wheel 3 times to see the whole thing. I'm like, oh, goodness.
It's amazing.
So it's for Crusade.
They're showing off a lot of Crusade rules right now.
Crusade is really popular. And from my conversations with the game devs, and of course I could be wrong, but just in chatting and in casual conversation, the game devs are really excited about Crusade too. They think it's super cool, and I agree. I think it's super cool.
Yep.
I think it's more in alignment with the way the game was originally intended to be played.
Yeah, I agree.
As a semi-RPG experience.
Yep.
Because if you go back to Rogue Trader, it seriously was a 50-50 RPG skirmish level game. And as things change, a lot of us prefer to play it as more of a competitive experience, or open play where you just kind of freestyling it. That's all totally fine.
Yep.
Necromunda, another expansion was announced, House of Artifice, and these models are ridiculously cool.
So cool, dude.
Yeah.
These things are amazing. I love it.
So cool. Tomodachi Express asks, are the Death Company rules from today also Crusade? No, those are just regular rules.
Are they? No, I think those were Crusade as well.
No.
Pretty sure.
Get out of here.
Pretty sure.
No way.
Yeah.
The Black Rage is just a normal rule.
No, Black Rage was. The ones that we talked about, those were the 40k rules. But I think the article that came out today about...
the one today.
Yeah, Death Company is Crusade.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. The last 2 articles, I think, have been Crusade.
Tomodachi, I thought you were talking about what we talked about on this show. The article that came out today on the Warhammer community page was a Crusade article. Yeah. Sorry for the confusion.
Yeah. But it sounds really cool.
Yeah.
The way that they interact with the Crusade.
So these House of Artifice models are amazing. They remind me of the horrifically bad Highlander like 3 or whatever it was. The one where they're in the future.
Oh god.
It was so terrible.
Oh my gosh. They didn't have like skyboards
Yeah,
and
they
stuff,
did.
they? Oh.
Yep.
Geez. I just blacked it out.
Yes.
Like,
It's not worth going back and
I
seeing
don't
it
want to see
again.
it.
Yeah. These models for this faction in Necromunda really, really, really have an Infinity vibe going on.
Yeah, they do.
I've noticed that with all of them. They're beautiful, super high tech models, which is not the 40K aesthetic. It's like, besides Tau, the 40K aesthetic is like gritty, you know, retro, almost retro future.
Yeah.
And these are like full blast, you know, high tech sci-fi, and they look fantastic.
Yep.
Really, really cool. And this was used to be called the Scryer Gang, if I remember correctly. Are they still called that, or they have a new name?
It looks like House of
Artifice.
Artifice is their name.
That's interesting. But, you know, definitely this is GW definitely flexing on Infinity, in my opinion, saying like, look, we can make models just as good in the same aesthetic, but they're plastic. So pretty awesome. And then we got a whole slew of previews for new models for Age of Sigmar, for Slaanesh, as well as a new, was it an Underworlds warband, or was it for Warcry, the Chaos Warriors?
It might have been Warcry.
I can't remember. Either way, I'm getting it because the models are so dope, and there's 4 of them. Love it. But these Slaanesh models, I love them. But the first one that we're looking at here is I think they're called Twin Souls. Man, these are really, really weird, disturbing models.
I love it. I think they're great. They look like Aztecs.
Yeah, they do have kind of. It's interesting that Slaanesh and Age of Sigmar are getting a lot of like maces and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's cool because it's not what you would typically associate with them aesthetically. You'd think like rapiers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I do like it a lot. It's very cool. But the faces on these models, it's like uncanny valley, disturbing, weird. Like it reminds me of like Japanese horror, where they have like the weird face.
Yeah, where it's long.
Yeah, and it's really off-putting, in a good way, right? Like it's disturbing, but they sold their soul to Slaanesh.
Yeah. And
they're like half possessed by a demon.
They're like starting to turn into like fiends and stuff like that, right? So. Well,
they're half like Slaanesh demon, half mortal.
Yeah.
So.
It's cool.
Really cool models. I enjoy them quite a bit. The next unit, the name escapes me.
So cool.
They're called like they're like Myrmidon Guard or something like that. Yeah, they're freaking baller.
These models are so awesome.
They're so dope, man. And then this is a mortal Slaanesh infantry unit. Love them.
Yep.
Really, really, really cool models. And then we have, I only posted up one, but one of the new warband, either for Underworlds or Warcry, I can't recall, but I think it was Warcry.
Maybe.
I can't remember. But it's a super cool warband of 4 Chaos Warriors, 3 Chaos Warriors, 1 Chaos Sorcerer, and 2 of them are female. The Sorcerer is actually female.
Really?
Yeah.
I do not like the model.
She
looks odd.
She did not roll high on her charisma stat.
Nope.
But you know what? That's okay. Because she looks like she would whoop your butt.
Oh, yeah. She'll cast Magic Missile.
I love it. Like, the models are really, really good. And again, like I've said numerous times, I picked these up for games like D&D because 4 models is like the perfect amount for a game like, you know, D&D or Pathfinder or whatever. And they're fun to paint. Each one is different. I really enjoy them. I have a ton of them on my painting desk.
Yeah.
And I love the models, even
They're
though
amazing.
I don't play Underworlds or Warcry very frequently, if at all. And then Big Daddy himself,
yes.
Sig Vault the Magnificent, which is legitimately one of the most impressive models I've seen ever.
It's a slight upgrade over his old model.
You know what's funny?
Slight upgrade.
I really liked the old model too.
Yeah, his old model was cool.
Yeah.
They just scaled him up, made him look way more badass.
Like, this guy looks like he should be the villain in an anime series.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Sephiroth with bull horns.
He's like from Berserk.
Yeah, dude, he looks like he totally would be a villain in Berserk.
Yeah.
100%. And then Guts would cut him in half as is appropriate.
Cut the shield in half and kill him.
After a long and interesting fight.
Yeah.
But, you know, Guts prevails always. I just, like, It's a stunning model.
Yeah.
It really is magnificent. The paint job is also, the non-metallic metal paint job does a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't think if you or I painted this, it wouldn't look as cool, but
Yeah,
you know.
it's a pretty good paint job.
Yeah. Oh, somebody was saying it's from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I can see it. I can see that in JoJo. Yeah, I definitely get more of a berserk feel to it.
Drop the horns, give him wings, call him Sanguinius.
Yeah, you totally could.
It's true.
People were photoshopping his torso onto Marathi.
Yeah.
And saying, "Oh, this is Fulgrim."
Oh, it's cool.
Regardless, absolutely brilliant model. Really, really well done, Games Workshop.
Yep.
They're the best in the biz when it comes to making plastic models. It's just,
it looks so cool.
There's no competition. Love
crazy.
it.
But, yeah.
All right, let's take a look at what's going on in the ITC. Short answer, not a lot, as America goes into another lockdown.
No.
In regards to the Las Vegas Open, it's looking less and less and less likely. Nevada just went into a relatively strict 3-week lockdown starting yesterday. For those of you listening to us on the podcast or watching us on YouTube, it was on Tuesday. For those of you live, obviously, it was yesterday. But what that means is that as of now, we couldn't do the event if this rule doesn't change. But what happens, even if they do lift it within 3 weeks, that's getting too close to the event for us to make a call. It's not really fair to the people coming. So whereas just 2 weeks ago, I was like 90% certain we were going to be good to go. Now I'm about 90% certain that we're not. So we're communicating with the hotel group right now, and we will have a definitive answer for you on the next show in a week. If we'll probably announce it sooner than that, but we'll make the public statement at that time. Right now, we're exploring what to do with the hotel, how to handle that, because there's contracts in place and all that kind of stuff. So we have to navigate that. And then for those of you who have a ticket, if you want to take a look at the refund policy page on the Las Vegas Open website, you have 3 options for how to handle it. You can push your ticket forward into next year. You can get a 90% refund in cash, or you can apply 100% of it as store credit in the whip cart. So you have lots of options. Your investment is safe. But there's still a small chance that we won't cancel it, but it's looking pretty probable that the Rona will claim another victim.
No.
So annoying, man. I thought we were going to be able to do it.
It's all right.
But
like we said, we'll have an answer for you guys next week. So be prepared.
And just to reiterate it, it's clear as day on the refund policy. In the event that we do have to cancel, we can't do it all at once. Thankfully, a lot of people use it as store credit, or they apply it to the next year, or they donate it to the event, which is obviously extremely helpful.
Yeah.
In the instance that there is a big rush of people that all want to get a refund, we have to spread it out. We can't do it all at once. In our refund policy, we say we can take up to 90 days. That's the extreme case. We don't plan on taking that long. We don't think it will take even remotely close to that long, but we built that in just in case we need to spread it out, because it's a lot of money that's going to be leaving our bank account, which obviously is really painful for the company. So be patient.
Yeah.
Everyone will get taken care of. It just depending on what happens, we might need to spread things out a bit. So, womp.
Sad days.
So, good segue there. If you want to use some of that store credit, the Black Friday sale is still going strong. Frontline Gaming, we only have about 5 days left, and that'll go through Cyber Monday, which is the end of November. 25% off ITC Terrain and FLG mats. Really, really good deals. You can save a ton of money, get some new stuff, and then if you have an LVO ticket, that's a great way to just turn around and turn it into something new. Sweet goodies. So jump on in there and check out the Black Friday sale. Runs through Cyber Monday. Current ITC rankings. Not a lot of change. We didn't have very many events in the past week, but going to give credit where it's due all the same. Current 40K top 5. Dan Salmons, he was messaging me. He's like, am I going to be the Corona King? Because there's like no other events to knock him off the pedestal.
Yeah.
I was like, you may be the Corona King, bro.
That's right.
The
have an asterisk.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, 7 days.
W is a W though, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Dan Simmons is in first place, followed by Ken Knox. Colin McDade is in third. Vic VJ is in fourth, and Ben Cherian is in fifth. Frankie, in the chat, people are asking, when are we going to announce the hobby box contest winners?
We'll announce it next week
on the podcast.
Yep.
Excellent. Current hobby track top 5 for the ITC 40K. Jeremiah Pettit is in first. James Weston is in second. Marshall Peterson is in third. James Kelling is in fourth. Dave Danhauser is in fifth.
Ooh.
Age of Sigmar, current competitive track top 5. Matt Beasley is in first. William Sohaley is in second. Anthony Trentinelli is in third. Jordan Duncan is in fourth. And Nicholas Walters is in fifth. Hobby track, Age of Sigmar. Russell Tanner in first. Adam Kamenish in second, tied with Will Reeves. Matt Abbott in fourth. Dan Sanchez in fifth. Underworld's current top 5. Ivan Cho in first. Glenn Dean in second. Jonathan Colson in third. Cody Handler in fourth. Mike Melody in fifth. And Kill Team top 5. Rudy Pertu Tantaninen is in first. John Sao in second. Lucas Corone in third. Angel Alvarez Serrano in fourth. Carlos Paz in fifth.
Nice.
Congratulations to everybody making the best of it during the plague.
That's right.
We need a plague purge in real life.
Yeah.
You know, I need that supplement.
That's pretty hardcore, though. Like, a lot of people aren't even going to have 5 events over an entire year.
Yep.
Ouch.
That's the kind of year that we've been having, baby. Tomodachi Express, yeah, that's not a bad idea, but of course we didn't know that this was going to happen. So
that would have been good.
2020 was not a year of predictable events.
Nope.
Ultimenta VAT is with European combo over, yeah. I have no idea what that said. Sorry, Ultimenta.
You're going German on him. Why
9.
did you do that?
9? No? Yeah.
No.
Anyway. Let's see. Tomodachi Express. Already answered that. Zelius. If only you could ship out the high roller packs. Yeah. Yep.
But if we cancel it, we won't have any goodies.
This is not a comb over haircut, but thank you. Appreciate that.
It is pretty much a comb over.
I have hair, thank goodness. Yeah. It's not a comb over.
It is. It's all combed over to one side.
Well, that means anybody.
What would you call it then?
Anybody that combs their hair like that has a comb over.
Yeah. What else would you call it?
Because a comb over is usually trying to cover a bald spot with what hair you have left.
There might be a bald spot under there. Nobody knows.
There's not.
Thank
you very much. So yeah, that I lost my train of thought. The Slaves to Darkness is for Warhammer Underworlds. Also is led by a pair of sisters. Right, that's right. The one is a warrior, the other is a wizard. So it is for Shadespire and Warhammer Underworlds. Thank you, Chaos Swarm, for clarifying that. I couldn't remember which game it was for, because I won't be using it for either. Although I heard Warcry is a lot of fun.
Yeah, everybody that's played it says it's amazing.
I read the rule book, and it did. The rules are cool. The whole like rolling dice and making combos. I'm not ecstatic about it, but it makes for a fun, quick game, I would imagine.
Yeah.
10 subs to see the ball spot or the ball
no,
spot?
The ball spot.
If that's
he said what he wants to see. All right.
If that's not a typo, check me out on OnlyFans.
And you only need 5 subs.
Yeah, you just send me a pocket change and we'll make it happen. Red Monkus says, you guys think that the new Death Guard Codex will be coming out in such small batches as well? Do I need to start the scramble for it? Yeah, I mean, if nothing changes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't scramble for it yet. It's not out yet, but I have a feeling that GW is going to be going through these growing pains for a while now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, us and every other retailer in the country is seriously hoping that they can, go past this just trickle of product that we're getting. some of the comments in the chat are very funny but not family friendly, so we're gonna skip them.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was some good stuff. When will you guys have an Australian distributor for mats? Asks Jacob Antonelli. So
never.
The previous distributor was my cousin, Rantimus, as he goes by on the internet, and he thought he was having his third child, and he had twins, so he just had baby 3 and 4. So he has 4 kids under like 6.
Yep.
So he was like, I need to take a break.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get it.
He also has like 3 jobs.
Yeah. He's a busy guy.
So
at present, we don't have a distributor in Australia, but if somebody is interested, let us know.
Yep.
Hey, Jay Ashwad, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. A little bit of a short show, but it was kind of a quiet week in the Warhammer hobby. We really appreciate everybody joining us again. You have until Cyber Monday for the Black Friday sale at Frontline Gaming. You can also jump into the eBay store, the Frontline Gaming secondhand store, and we're also running a sale in the secondhand shop. There's some amazing deals in there, fully painted models, assembled models, things that are already really cheap because they're gently used, as they like to say. So you can jump in there. That's running through Cyber Monday as well and get some really, really killer deals. And of course, for the LVO, I would say start assuming it's not going to happen. Sadly, we're really bummed out. But these things are out of our control.
Yep.
We tried our hardest, and wasn't meant to be. That will mark literally a full year of disruption.
1 entire year.
That is nuts. But everybody, I hope you have a wonderful week. To those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, have an awesome Thanksgiving. Spend some time with your family. Don't get the Rona.
Yep. Stay safe.
But get the turkey sleepies.
Yeah. Stay safe, but eat a lot of food.
Have a great week, and we will see you all next Wednesday.